Hey, what's up guys? This is Sarah here. Many of you know me as Just Peachy. So today I want to talk a little bit about Streamlabs and kind of start a series on some of the things that I do in my stream that I think will be useful for you guys. And I've kind of noticed that there's not a lot of videos out there really showing you the step-by-step process or some of the little detail issues that you might run into that aren't focused on in other tutorials that were driving me crazy and took me a long time to figure out how to fix. So today I want to start with adding sound commands to your stream using Streamlabs, regardless of whether you're using Streamlabs or OBS. Now there is a disclaimer here. This is going to be involving sound, and as many of you know, recently Twitch and other streaming services have been dealing with a lot of DMCA copyright issues. So anything that you decide to add to your stream as a sound based off of this tutorial, you need to do your own due diligence and make sure that that is a sound that is okay to play on stream. Let's hop over to my computer and I'll log into my Streamlabs account and we'll kind of run through how to set this up. And before we get started, if you enjoy this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. If you're interested in any of the equipment that I use in my stream, I do have links below. You can check out my kit at kit.co and that will show you everything that I use or recommend using for your stream. Right now, I am mostly posting products that I currently use that I can recommend, but I do want to start making you guys aware of really budget-friendly streaming gear that is the best bang for your buck and is considered pretty high quality for the price and great entry level equipment that is going to make your stream a step up from where you started. Alright guys, so using sound commands, this is basically what it's going to look like. This feature is going to allow any of your viewers to input a command in chat, which will play an assigned sound to that command. So I've got Toxic Rob here. This is a sound for my friend Robin when he's being toxic in games. So that's the sound that we play. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As you'll see, this is working through a browser source. Right here, I've got what I've labeled Redeem Store. It is 1920 by 1080, which is the same size. You will see that it is in Streamlabs, and I've just copied and pasted the link that I created in Streamlabs with this browser source. So let's hop over to Streamlabs. Alright guys, so I have signed into Streamlabs. It pulled up all of my overlays. As you can see, I've got a lot going on. But the first thing that we're going to do for this tutorial is we're going to go down to the Stream Store over here to the left under Loyalty. Here is where you're going to be able to create your different sound items that you can then use as a command in your stream. As you can see, I've already got a list of sounds available here. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to go up and we're going to create a new item. So we're going to say that this is under a sound effect. I'm going to say that this is a tutorial test. Test for YouTube video. So next we've got the item cost. This is associated with loyalty points that you can enable through Streamlabs. That is similar to loyalty points on Twitch, which is called channel points. This is a system that lives within Streamlabs, so I don't really integrate that too much with some of my redemption features like sounds. So for my purposes, I'm going to leave it at 0. But if you do use the channel points directly from Streamlabs and that's something that you're interested in, you can check those out and then you can create costs associated with using this command on stream. Next, I'm going to leave the item quantity to -1. This just means that it'll be in a limited amount. I'm going to keep global cooldown at 0 and user cooldown at 10. You can change those just to make sure that nobody's spamming your chat. Category name, I created my own. I'm just going to call it chat sounds. So let's first upload a sound. Let's upload some audio that you want to add as a command to your stream. I'm just going to pick something random, like one of my alert sounds. So we've got this sound of Squirtle. So then we've got the volume. You'll want to test this on stream just to make sure that it sounds all right. You'll be surprised when you upload things and relatively keep them at the same volume. Depending on the actual file, they can be very loud on stream unexpectedly. So we've uploaded that sound. So down here, you've got several different choices. You want to make sure that you have redeeming this item shows an alert and redeemable via chat on. As you saw earlier, if you check this, it will send a confirmation when redeeming via chat. So you can turn this off if you don't like that. Down here, this is important. You'll want to change the command name to whatever the sound is that you prefer. So for this one, I am just doing YouTube tutorial. And you'll notice down here that this is what the redeem command is. So you'll do exclamation point redeem, and then you'll type out your command, which is YT tutorial. And then I don't add any requirements, so I'm just going to hit save. All right, so let's head back over to my stream and test that out. All right, so I'm typing in YT tutorial. And what the heck, it's not working. So if you remember from creating the sound, you actually had to hit exclamation point redeem and then the command name. Okay, well, what the heck? I don't want that. Every other stream that I've watched, they always have just exclamation point command and the sound plays. So what the heck? This is stupid. This is ugly. None of my viewers are even going to do this in chat. All right, so there is a way to trigger the sounds in chat without having to do the exclamation point redeem. So let's head back over to Stream Elements and I'll show you how to do that. All right, so once you've created your sound, we need to head over to our chat commands. So this is kind of a two-step process. It might seem a little bit slower than some of the other tools out there. I believe Streamlabs has their own chatbot that you can use specific to Streamlabs. But if you start working out of Stream Elements and you're currently using Streamlabs and you decide that you want to, increase the amount of different tools and resources and sources and plugins that you want to use in your stream, you're very limited to that in Streamlabs. So many people cross over from Streamlabs to OBS so that they can do some more advanced things in OBS. And you have to rebuild kind of everything from scratch if you do it by transitioning just directly from Streamlabs over to OBS. Since Stream Elements works out of browser sources, this does allow you to simply kind of like plug and chug between both platforms. So that's why I would recommend, if you do think at one point you're going to kind of level up to OBS so that you can do some advanced things, I would start looking into Stream Elements now, because it will take you a very long time to set up commands and everything else in a new platform. Okay, rant over. So now we're over in our chat commands. We're going to head over to custom commands. And then as you can see, I've got a bunch of different commands here. Some are for my sounds and some aren't. We're just going to click on a current sound that I have. It is !sad. And as you can see, if you use a specific variable in the response message of your command, that tells StreamElements how you want to trigger that sound by using this command. So essentially, you're creating a command to redeem the sound from the stream store, but in your actual stream, all you have to use is the command trigger to trigger the sound, if that made sense. So let's go to our YT tutorial. Let me make sure I spell it right this time. And we're going to do $, that weird squiggly parentheses thing, redeem, space, YT tutorial. Again, I can't spell this right. Weird squiggly parentheses close. And that should be it. Now, there are some advanced settings that you can look at, such as global cooldown and whatnot, and you can also add command aliases and keywords. So if you have a different command that is similar that you think people might type, like for example, they might type !YT instead of YouTube, then I can do YouTube test tutorial. Not that anybody would ever spell this out, but if somebody types that command in, it will trigger this command. So I'm going to activate it. And now my sound has been activated. So let's head back over to Streamlabs OBS and see what that looks like. Now, as you can see, I am typing in YT tutorial. And I do get that StreamElements message telling me that I have successfully redeemed tutorial test. If you don't want that message in your chat, you can just go back to redeem store, unclick the box where it said that it would send you a response message via chat. So there's one last thing that you need to make sure that you are doing before this is going to work. You've set up your commands in StreamElements. Now, how do you make sure that you actually have a browser source to use in Streamlabs or OBS? So let's head back over to StreamElements and let's set up the last piece, and you guys should be good to go. All right, now we're going to head up to my overlays. This area is a bit crazy, so let's just kind of ignore what's going on right now. If you currently use StreamElements, this is a widget that you can add to your current overlay if you have one main overlay that you're working out of. But for the purposes of this tutorial, I am just going to create a blank overlay. And our resolution is 1080p because that is what I'm currently streaming in and recording in. So let's start that. As you can see, we've got a blank page where we can add a bunch of widgets to it. I am going to title this as my redeem store test, just so I know that it's different from the one that I've currently created. So now I'm going to add a widget. You will go to alerts and down to store redemptions, and we're going to click on that widget. So here it does add some text and an image, and I don't want any of that, so we're going to get rid of that because I just want the sound to play. And I'm just going to stretch this out to fit the whole page, but I don't want anything on this actually showing. This is going to continue to be blank because all we're going to be doing is playing a sound. So once you're done with that, you do need to hit save. Let's copy that URL. And then we're going to head back over to Streamlabs. Now we're going to add a new browser source. So we want to add a new source, and this is going to be redeem store test. And we're going to copy and paste this link. I usually do 1920 by 1080. And we're going to hit done. And then I'm going to take out my original redeem store just to make sure that this is working. So now that is not currently active, we've got our test. And let's just go over and make sure that this is working as appropriate. So we'll do exclamation point YT tutorial. And as you can see, you can hear the alert playing. So we've successfully set up our sound commands. Now, the one thing that you'll want to make sure that you do is you need to add this browser source to any scene that you want to be playing any of those sound commands on. And that's pretty much it. Guys, I appreciate you watching this video. I hope Stream Elements works out for you. I think it's an exciting tool to use because no matter what, if you are moving from your Streamlabs OBS over to the regular OBS studio, you can easily transfer everything over. So that is definitely why I recommend building and working out of Stream Elements if you ever think you're going to make that shift, because that's going to save you a lot of time, believe me. Again, if you have any questions, please comment below. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you guys.